Okay, good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to our annual Remembrance Day ceremony. This year is, as you are well aware, a little bit different, being taped on Facebook Live, and there'll be a video available through a link following the presentation as early as 4 o'clock this afternoon. So welcome, everyone. My name is Daryl Breen. I'll be your MC for this afternoon, and I'd like everyone to remain standing for the playing of O Canada. Thank you, and I'd just like to take a moment to acknowledge that the land that we are on is in Mi'kma'ki, the traditional ancestral territory of the Mi'kmaq people. As we start our ceremony today, I would like to call upon our chairperson of the Havre Boucher Veterans Association, Mr. Brian Malong, to say a few opening remarks.
Thank you. Thank you, Daryl. Find my glasses here. On the 11th hour of the 11th day of the 11th month in 1918, the guns of the Western Front fell silent after 4 years of continuous warfare. Each year, on November 11th, Remembrance Day, we observe this date when the First World War came to an end. Remembrance Day is a memorial day, a date of remembrance observed by Canadians and other members of the Commonwealth since the end of the First World War, in order to remember all those who have fought and died in the line of duty to keep us free. We honor, recognize, and remember all veterans, men and women, including the 75 members of our community enlisted, of which 7 were killed in action and 3 wounded. We also now acknowledge the sacrifices made by the families on the home front. Safety first, while still remembering and honoring our veterans on Remembrance Day, is a top priority for our association. Unfortunately, because of COVID-19 pandemic and the restrictions and protocols currently directed by the province of Nova Scotia, the Havre Boucher Veterans Association has decided that once again our regular public service will be replaced by a simple private ceremony today, for the second and hopefully the last time, to remember and honor our veterans. Wreaths this year will be laid by members of the Havre Boucher Veterans Association in memory of those who have served. The general public can watch this service online through our Havre Boucher Veterans Association Facebook, our Bush and Area CDRA webpage, or through YouTube or other social media avenues. This year, 2021, marks the 100th anniversary of Remembrance Day poppy in Canada. In 1921, the poppy was adopted as the flower of remembrance and remains an enduring symbol of remembrance in Canada and other countries throughout the world. The poppy is a symbol of the horrible costs and sacrifices of war in the aftermath of the First World War. We must remember. If we do not, the sacrifices of those 100,000 Canadian lives will be meaningless. They died for us, for their homes and their families and friends, for a collection of traditions they cherished and a future they believed in. They died for Canada. The meaning of their sacrifice rests with our collective national consciousness. Our future is their monument. The familiar symbol of the poppy which owes much of its fame to the Canadian poet and soldier John McCrae in Flanders Field. McCrae's best-known poem was inspired by and made reference to the poppies which grew along the Western Front. It opens, "In Flanders fields the poppies blow, between the crosses, row on row." It is important for every Canadian to remember why we're here, why we have such a wonderful place to live. We need to reflect on what these brave women and men did for us, what we have today because of their sacrifice, and we have to be thankful and grateful. That is why we wear a poppy, to remember all our comrades who have served and since died, and especially those who made the supreme sacrifices in various conflicts throughout the world. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Malong. So next on our agenda is the last post, and this being virtual, we'll just explain how this is going to transpire. So we'll have the playing of the last post, followed immediately by a minute's silence. Then we'll have the Piper's Lament and the Bugler's Rouse, and then I'll come on again with the Act of Remembrance. They shall grow not old, as we that are left grow old. Age shall not weary them, nor do the years condemn. At the going down of the sun and in the morning, we will remember them. At this time, I'd like to call forward Chairperson Brian Malong, who's going to orchestrate the laying of the wreaths.
Okay, now we'll have the official laying of the wreaths for the Havre Boucher Veterans Remembrance Day ceremony, November 7th, 2021. On behalf of the Government of Canada, Sergeant J.P. Malong and Captain Tim Hines. Province of Nova Scotia, in Guysborough Eastern Shore Tracadie, laid by Darrell Breen. The Municipality of the County of Antigonish, laid by Trevor O'Neill. Legion Branch 59, 59, Antigonish, laid by Captain Tim Hines. Legion Branch 37, Mulgrave, Sergeant J.P. Malong. Legion Branch 43, Port Hawkesbury, laid by Clem Monroe. Havre Boucher Veterans Association, laid by Lou Kupchak. Tracadie Veterans Association, laid by Michelle Ashby. In memory of World War I and World War II soldiers from our area who made the supreme sacrifice, along with Canadian members of our armed forces killed in Afghanistan and other conflicts around the world, and especially for all the forgotten soldiers, laid by Sergeant J.P. Malong. In memory of those who have served and since died, Alexander Fougere, laid by Dennis DeGrushy. John Malong, laid by Paul Malong. Edward Bowman, laid by Captain Tim Hines. Joseph Francis DeCoste, laid by Trevor O'Neill. George Levangie, laid by Geordie Levangie. Henry David McNamara, laid by Diane Malone Kupchak. Seward Fougere, laid by Sergeant J.P. Malone. Frank Pellerine, laid by Lloyd Malone. Joseph X. DeCoste, laid by Lou Kupchak. Emmanuel Bro, laid by Paul Malone. Dave Ford, laid by Darrell Breen. Arnold Breen, laid by Dennis DeGrushy. Bernard McCoe, laid by Michelle Malone. Joe and Ferdinand Key, laid by Clem Monroe. Edward Bowman, laid by Trevor O'Neill. The next two wreaths will be in memory of those who have served and since died and include the following: Comrade Frank Pellerine, Comrade Henry David McNamara, Comrades the Fougere brothers, Comrades Bernard and Wayne Anderson, Comrade Simon Fougere, Comrade Joseph X. DeCoste, Comrade Joseph Carpenter, Comrade Leslie Webb, Comrade Sylvester Fougere, Comrade Corporal Julian Kupchak, Comrades Russell Fougere, Comrades George and May LeBlanc, Comrades Hines, Morton, Ashby, and Joan veterans, Comrade Joseph A. Levangie, Comrade Terence Curry, Comrades Bernard and Jerome Boucher, Comrades Edward Bowman, Comrade Stephen Webb. These will be laid by Mary Pellerine and Lloyd Malone. Havre Boucher Area Cultural Development and Recreation Association, laid by Captain Tim Hines. And the final one will be the East Coast Credit Union, laid by Diane Malone Kupchak.
Thank you, Mr. Malong. And there's also a few thank yous to provide for today. First off, to the Havre Boucher Area Community Development and Recreation Association for the use of the hall today. Also, thank you to one of the members of our current armed forces who traveled from away to be with us today, Sergeant John Paul Malong. Special thank you for those who have laid wreaths in memory of those who have served and have since died. A thank you to the Havre Boucher Veterans Association for their work in making sure that this event happened again this year. Our final closing part of the event today is the playing of God Save the Queen. Thank you. Outside, Glenn, you'd like to get that? You want outside? Or just in front?